What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Better Call Saul episode 1 and 2 breakdown review. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy it, please do drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you like what you see at the end. Now, we pick up directly after last season where Jimmy, or Saul, is visited by Lalo, and, well, yep, Nacho is left off to let him die. But that's not exactly what happened. This is sadly the final season, and I am happy that Bob Odenkirk made a full recovery after his health scare, because I would love to see him continue on in Hollywood, as I absolutely adored Nobody, and of course Better Call Saul, in my opinion, is better than Breaking Bad. We will also be having Jesse and Walt turn up in this final season, as we are in the end game now, Saul. And what happens to Kim Wexler? We have no idea, because she did not appear in Breaking Bad. I fear the worst. Now, Nacho is on the run after the assassination failed, and spends most of the 2 episodes on the run and at a motel, while the would-be victim Lalo is on the run as well, and implored to shave and hide. The problem for his enemies is they think he is dead, but he can take his time, as well. He made it so the mercenary confirmed his death. But by episode 2's end, Gustavo will know the real story. It's not long before we catch up with Saul and our girl Kim, as they seem to be living a relatively happy life. I love their little ideal of mutually helping each other, and I just really love the chemistry between these two people. But she finds a coffee cup with the gunshots in it after he lied last season, and it's not long before the cousins are on the case. They arrive at the crime scene and find the fake body of Lalo to report back. Gustavo is informed about the, quote, murder, which of course he knew about, and the cartels are in chaos, and Nacho has been left holding the bag and the blame for the murder, as Mike comes in to discuss getting him back to the US. However, Gus wants him taken out, but Mike is still reeling from the murder of the German engineer he made friends with, so he's going to go and do things a different way. All this happens while Saul has the fallout of his client going missing as the authorities ask where he is. Ooh, awkward. However, Saul is a smart cookie and feigns having no idea about what they are talking about, and questions with his client would run when he laid out $7 million, and why would he turn up when he doesn't have to yet? But the issue is, in 6 weeks, he will need to appear in court, as he's on the run from the authorities and also his assassins. One thing to remember is he dropped, Saul or Jimmy, I do not know what to call him here, as he merges into Saul here, as he drops the real name of Guzman, which is Lalo, of course. He meets Kim as we see a neon sign saying El Camino. Yes, Jesse Pinkman, El Camino. I wasn't a fan of that movie. I'm more of a Better Call Saul fan here, despite watching Breaking Bad when it first aired on TV. And I love how he says nice threads to the defendant who he lent the suit to. Now, Nacho remains on the run, but we get more of Mike being the model grandfather, and boy does it break my heart seeing him be just so wholesome when we know what happens to him in Breaking Bad. But yeah, he did leave a life of crime and get his kid killed, so there is that. He ignores the call of Nacho, his, at this point, desperado, and Kim and our boy Jimmy/Saul are continuing their mission to take out Hamlin, because that guy's an absolute dick, and Jimmy plants fake drugs after going on a tour of a golf course. I love how the Mesa Verde bank owner came back to bite him on the arse, and this scene exemplifies just how perfectly cast Odenkirk is. Now, Lalo gets to almost America, but calls Hector, and they both suspect Gustavo freeing of the attack, but proof is needed, and to try and get Nacho to talk, but proves how much of a badass he is by killing these people smugglers. I have to say, he was also really good in Hawkeye. I love that. In episode 2, we have Mike trying to clear up these loose ends of Nacho and his safe, while Gus tries to work out what is up with this, as he doesn't accept the death there and spends the episode trying to outsmart his would-be victim. Now, Kim and Jimmy's plan to continue as we visit the Kettlemans, one of the earliest stories in the show. The husband defrauded a lot of money and would ultimately be sent to jail, and featured Jimmy's friction with those who look down on him. They are utterly repugnant and I cannot stand them. I love that they've got their comeuppance and are running a tax fraud scheme where they skim the top of the tax rebates for themselves. The wife maintains she's innocent and is just as socially acceptable slipping Jimmy, really, isn't she? She refuses to accept Jimmy's help, who tells them that Hamlin is a druggie and they can get them exonerated as the reason, or a fake reason, is that he was on drugs while that case was going on. Now Betsy thinks she gets one over Jimmy, Saul, but he's trying to be a good guy until Kim turns up and absolutely goes ham. The Kettlemans turn up at the law firm of the guy who saw the packet fall out of Hamlin's locker. He seems to back his friend, and no lawyers are going to help them whatsoever, as they're all in cahoots. To prove this, it would be a dirty work, because they're all working together. You need someone in the back streets. You better call Saul. Now, Gus tries to trick Hector by saying that an attack on him is an attack on them all, but Hector hates Gus and has looked down on him the whole time. And Gus learns that Lalo is alive with certainty during their exchange. And Salamanca's people find the stuff that Mike hid in the safe, the fake safe. And Nacho is himself under assault as the real major trouble here with the badass cousins arrive to take him out for him to escape, and they want him alive. The cousins are really, really cool. I love seeing more of them. I love them in Breaking Bad, and they're so imposing. The way this show is shot is just expert. Now, Mike implores Gus to let him and bring Nacho back. We see a rare sign of weakness from Gus, who drops the glass and cuts himself. Mike wants to take a few guys to head across the border. He's got a sniper out watching his back as we have this exchange. And, well, Gus wants to bring in Nacho's father, which is, that is bringing the line there. Mike is not going to do that. Luckily, Nacho is the only person Nacho has been trying to call this whole time. And, well, that leads to him possibly being found, but he looks like he's been captured, so I'm curious as to what's going to happen next. I'm not going to watch the promos for next week, because I don't want any spoilers. This is the final season. This is like the end of the whole Breaking Bad story, so I don't want this ruined. In one of the best scenes of the 2 episodes, Kim threatens the Kettlemans, who finally relent and let Jimmy take the case. She was brilliant, as it seems like her husband has been rubbing off on her, and she is sinister, when she gets going. But it seems like at the end our lovers are being followed. I'm not sure who that is. Let me know in the comments if you know who that is. I'd love to know what you think. Overall, superb episode. We didn't see much of the kind of like black and white the flash forwards, I would say. I'm not really sure what the best term for it is. We just saw the law offices being repossessed at the start of the episode, or episode 1, sorry. So it's curious nonetheless. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like down below if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.